Yo, what's good, everybody? It is your boy Underdog Flight K, Culture Game 24/70. We are here back with some more Joel CFM, and we have some bad news. Same thing that I said that was in episode 1, not in the game before that we had, but that boy was that some of the games that we had we could not finish the full game of, and sadly, one of the games that we had we did not get all of the footage during the game, and I'm glad that we didn't because it was already a blowout. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the stats, show you guys some of the highlights of the games that I actually did get of it, because the game that we played against Rob, which was the Seahawks, it didn't count. We got into the third quarter and it lagged out, so it gave me the force win. So we're going to go ahead and give you guys the highlights of the best plays during that game, and you guys are going to see that right now. Next, we have the week 3 game that is TP versus me. And that game, I already knew going into it that I wasn't going to win with the team that I had. And I didn't adjust my defense to what he was doing, which is running cluster out of Arizona. Running base out of cluster in Arizona's playbook. So during this time, I didn't know how to stop it. I knew that I needed to stop the run, but I also know that you could throw the ball out of it, throw a nice little out route, throw it to the running back, do all that. But it never clicked in my head to do the right adjustments. I knew I had to adjust, but I didn't adjust enough, and I knew the game was already going to be bad. But in that game, we actually did get some very nice catches from Swartz, because you already know that, man, we drafted him for a reason, not just for a season, even though it is just for a season, you guys already know. But we had to go and do work there. And in the next games after that is something that really hurts. It's a hurricane going on in the East Coast, which I reside in, and some of the power was flickering a little bit here and there, but the one thing that happened was the power was flickering, it stayed on, but the Wi-Fi got knocked out. So I was without Wi-Fi for 3 days. The second day, we were supposed to have somebody come out, help out with the Wi-Fi, and they said we called the house phone, but the house phone is connected to the Wi-Fi, so how are we going to get calls? So they had to come out on the third day, and the third day we had finally got Wi-Fi. But those 2 games that we had to sit here and play was against Katana and against K-Mac. The thing is, against the Katana game, of course, we got the force loss. But weirdly enough, K-Mac never hit me up for our game, and I hit him up to say, hey, look, if you want to play, let's go ahead and do it. If not, then you can go and give him the force. They gave me the force for that game anyway. So instead of being at a real crappy record, we're actually sitting at 2-3. So it kind of worked out. But you guys already been sitting here checking on the offense, looking at me. Go ahead and check out the defense. Same thing that we all had before. This is K. Vincent Jr. right here on top of me. And we're just literally vibing with the team that we have, trying to do what we can to actually get into the playoffs. And even though that we did miss some days where we didn't have Wi-Fi, we did make it up and actually split, which was actually pretty good. And in the next episode, we have a bye, but then we have to play Jaren. So that's why we're going to go ahead and separate that up as much as we can and go ahead and give you guys that video as you like. Now, if you guys like this series, make sure you guys go ahead and leave that like, comment down below some other stuff you guys like to see. And if you are interested in doing a CFM for the start of Madden 22, I'm going to do one on next gen and I'm going to do one on current gen. Am I going to compete on next gen? That's going to be for a whole nother video of what I decide to do. But other than that, let's go ahead and show you guys the stats for the games that we actually played. So here for the TP game, it ended up 35-14, but you guys seen the score that we had before and actually could have gotten worse than that. But other than that, it's not bad. We still got a lot of good stats going on in this game that actually did happen. Only one touchdown with Russell Wilson, while Zeke and Carry-On both did everything, and a rookie Roundtree getting in the end zone with Russell Wilson, so everything was on the ground. And Source got 80, Khalif Raymond got 28 and 1, K-Camp even got 1, but we got to get K-Camp up. We got to start feeding him. But when you got somebody that's 99 speed with Swartz, it's kind of hard to give it to a rookie like that when you need that 99 speed to do things. And we got 1 sack with Michael Brockers, and we got 1 pick with Ricardo Allen. Hello. But then we see Troy Apke out here getting 9 tackles, leading the team in that game, which was actually pretty tough. And now let's go ahead and head over to the TP game. Here in this game, we already knew that we was going to be in some trouble. You see that we throw 3 picks, but we actually threw for 406 yards. We outthrew him. All that we was doing was literally throwing the ball. 16 for 26, only missed 10 passes. And it was pretty tough because all those passes that we were throwing to, we actually was trying to get a breakout game with, what's his name? Swartz. And you see Christian McCaffrey, I could not stop base out of cluster for the death of me. And because he has human joystick, it's very, very tough for me to go ahead and stop that with human joystick. Now, already if I go ahead and run the ball, if he goes ahead and run the ball without human joystick, I might catch it. But with Christian McCaffrey just doing what he could, that was actually very, very it was a struggle. Zeke couldn't do that much. He did what he could. But Anthony Swartz, 221 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns, because I literally was feeding him the ball. All I could do was literally throw it up to him and hopefully somebody catch it. That's where the 3 picks kind of came from. And actually Ezekiel Elliott did his thing on the receiving, because as I was sitting here rolling out the pocket, I literally had Zeke coming out of the backfield doing his thing and he getting yards that way. So technically he did get 100 total yards in the day. Still not bad. K-Camp was doing his thing too. Devonta Smith, our tight end, was doing stuff, and Khalif Raymond was doing his things as well. But Swartz, 3 touchdowns, 221. You know he was having a baller game. And you guys can see here, we had to play Katana. They actually made it a real close game. It looks like we got a safety on our team as well. So that was actually pretty weird to see. Anything, I haven't seen the stats on this game, honestly. I see that we actually threw 267 and 3 picks. You have to put Andy Dalton in the game. That's how bad the game got. Jeez, that's crazy. Z got into the end zone. Carry-On got into the end zone. Khalif Raymond, K-Camp was 68. Swartz was 60. So actually was doing something. Mercedes Lewis getting a reception too as well. It's actually pretty tough. Sacks, we got Ed Oliver and Jelani and Jeremiah out here getting a pick as a linebacker. Pretty tough. And leading the team with tackles, I think it was Jeremiah. Yeah, Jeremiah out here with 8. Darius with 7. Troy Apke with 5. And then here with the K-Mac game here once again, 4 touchdowns, 253. Zeke went dumb, 123 in the touchdown. Carry-On, even Roundtree getting into there a little bit. Khalif Raymond, hello, 80 and 2. Devonta Smith 60 and 2. Okay, I see y'all. And Swartz got 19. Mercedes Lewis once again with that one reception doing this thing. Let's go and see sacks. We didn't get any sacks on the day. We didn't get any picks, but tackles for loss out here. I see Michael Brockers with 3 of them boys. Vita Vey at Oliver. Look at the D-line going to work. Okay, I like it. But that's going to be it for the recap for today. Tomorrow we're going to have the 49ers game against Jaren. Full game. Well, when I say full game, no, because I did miss like the first drive, but that's all you're really missing. We're going to get that in the next game. Make sure you guys are going to leave a like, comment down below some other stuff you guys like to see. Subscribe if you guys are new. And as always, folks, peace out.
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat. Oh, man. Okay. All right.